Alright, welcome to this next video in this ongoing series. It's just going to continually grow and grow as time goes on. In this, we're going to go ahead and just kind of recap a couple things here when it comes to deciding on what domain you're going to get. And of course, you want that domain to be based on a specific search term that people are typing into Google, as far as what you're going to call your blog or site that you're going to put up. So based on that, kind of sticking with the bass guitar theme, just an example, you want to go to the keyword tool, type that in, get your results coming up so that you can, as we're moving along here, you want to just go through and start checking off names that kind of get your attention. Don't worry so much about the traffic right now, but we need a starting point. So I went through and checked a bunch of these, and then once you do that, you can just come up here to the top where it says view as text, and then just do select it, and that's going to pop it up here. And these are all the ones that I checked. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this list, close that out. We're going to go on over to GoDaddy, and we're going to go to GoDaddy's bulk registration. And this is just to see if they're available. You can register your domain names wherever you want. This is just the way I do it. It's pretty quick and easy. And you would do that just by coming up here to domains, and then come down here to bulk domain name registration. And that'll bring you to this page. We want to go ahead and paste in that list. You can do up to 500. And then come over here and make sure we've got the .com checked and the .org. Those are the two most important if you want to go ahead and check the .net as well. But .com, .org, these are the best ranking two extensions. .net, it's okay. I prefer the .com and .orgs. And then we'll just go ahead and hit the search and see what comes back. And it's going to tell us a bunch of these. These are all taken right here. However, what we do see down here is quite a few. Here's a .com, a .net, a .org, a .com, a .net, a .org, a .com, a .net, a .org. So like bass guitar, cheap, we've got all three options there. So there's quite a few in here that we could look at. So what we want to do then basically from there is we want to go ahead and copy out this list now, because this is what we're going to use as our starting point. Well, let's see if we can get this thing to copy out here. Let's try that again. Just come on down here and just copy them all the way down. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and copy, and then we'll go ahead and just bring up a notepad here real quick. Notepad. And let's go ahead and paste them in here. So now we can see what we got to work with. So now that we've got the our terms here, we're basically going to go through, and I'm just going to take one in this example, and you're just going to duplicate this through all the different combinations. So let's just do bass guitar tuning, just since that's the first one right here. We'll go ahead and copy that, minimize. Let's go ahead and go back to Google. We're going to go ahead and do what we learned in the last one, in one of the last videos here, where we want to put that in quotes. We want to break this up, bass guitar tuning, and let's put that in quotes again, and then go ahead and hit the enter button, and let's run on down here to the bottom, and let's see what the strength of competition happens to be for this particular key phrase. And that's always what we want to look for. We want the least amount of competition, especially when we're just getting started in setting up our websites. And we can see this one's pretty good. It's got 471. That's pretty high. We probably don't want to start with a phrase that has that much competition. So again, it's just a matter of going through the list, and we'll do one more here real quick. Let's try bass guitar. Here, we'll try something like this, bass guitar packs, just to see how this one plays out. And we'll go ahead and come in here and replace that here. And we'll break this up here, bass guitar packs, and let's go ahead and check the strength of competition. This is probably pretty high as well, but we'll see. You never can tell. You'll be surprised at some terms that you think would have tons of competition wind up with nothing. There is some gems out there. This one's a little better. It's 376. Still a bit high for a first run. But again, that's the process. And in there, in everything we do, it's going to take some time. but we're just going to run through here and just pick off, each one of these terms here. Bass guitar brands, we've got tuned bass guitar, we've got virtual bass guitar, we've got best bass guitar. So just go through once you've kind of identified your market, you've done the Google keyword research, you found that list of terms, put them in here, go ahead and check them this way and search for those ones that have the lowest. And that's where we want to start when it comes to grabbing that domain name and for our first site. And if that doesn't, and we started with a pretty broad deal here. We went with bass guitar. If we did something like bass guitar lessons, that's going to give us a different list here. And let me see if I have it timed out here. Okay, bass guitar lessons. Now we can kind of look through here, and we've got a whole bunch of different keywords that we could go through and see what comes up. And you can check these things 500 at a time, so it doesn't hurt just to go bang bang, just check them all out and just do like I did. Copy the list, go to the bulk registration, see which ones are available. Because if there's not one available, that's getting, well, let's just say right here, 550,000 searches a month. Well, it's guitar lessons, but obviously, guitarlessons.com, .org, .net, not going to be available. Doesn't matter how much traffic there is. It's absolutely, in my opinion, the best to start out with something where you can get the search phrase as the domain name. It just makes things work a lot smoother. So there's a review on that. I'm going to wrap this one up, and then we'll see you in the future videos.